Inside Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson's relationship. Hey guys, today we're going to take a look inside Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson's relationship. Let's get right into it. Once upon a time, One Direction was the decade's most popular boy band. The 5 core members auditioned for X Factor separately in 2010 before joining forces to form the band that became a household name. While the talented stars finished 3rd in the British music competition, One Direction's success now speaks for itself. However, after 5 years together and 4 successful studio albums, Zayn Malik announced his departure from One Direction on Facebook in 2015. This was the beginning of the end for the English-Irish boy band, and it is a chapter that fans will never forget. Following Malik's announcement, it only took a few months for the rest of the band to announce an extended hiatus, as reported by Uproxx. The news that One Direction was no longer together broke hearts all over the world, but the talented singers have all gone on to have successful solo careers and have continued to make music individually. While the beloved boy band has not performed together since their initial breakup, the former bandmates have continued to speak about each other in interviews over the years. While the majority of the gossip revolves around Malik, the first member of 1D to leave the group, there is also some interesting scuttle around Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles' relationship. Following the formation of One Direction in 2010, the boys bonded over the journey they were about to embark on. They all had each other to lean on, but it was clear that some were closer than others. Fans were impressed by how well Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson got along. Both men had a similar sense of humour and seemed to understand one another, and thus the Larry Stylinson bromance began. Initially, the bandmates didn't seem to mind fans making fun of their relationship. Styles even tapped into their brotherly bond with a tweet in 2010. The singer wrote, "Have a good new year everyone, and for 2011, #BackTheBromance at Louis Tomlinson. You stood." However, as time passed, fans created conspiracy theories claiming the two were something more, according to J14. The friendship of Styles and Tomlinson quickly became the centre of attention as fans followed their every move. It became so intense that it began to strain their relationship. Styles and Tomlinson grew apart over the years. Outside of One Direction events, the bandmates rarely hung out. According to The Sun, Tomlinson discussed how conspiracy theories affected his friendship with Styles in 2017. Tomlinson said, "It kind of happened naturally for me and Harry because a certain amount of the fans drew up this conspiracy. It made everything, I think on both fences, a little bit more unapproachable. I think it shows that it was never anything real, if I can use that word." Following One Direction's hiatus in 2015, each member pursued different endeavours. J14 claims that the bandmates occasionally catch up, but never all together. Harry Styles appears to be the member who spends the least amount of time with his bandmates. However, Louis Tomlinson has continued to support him. Styles has had an undeniably successful career since departing from One Direction. The Adore You singer has won a Grammy, headlined Coachella, and appeared in major motion pictures. Coming from a band, many people compare his success to that of his bandmates, and for a while, Tomlinson was irritated by Styles' success, according to People. The Back to You singer admitted of Styles' success, "I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me at first." He then added, "Only cause I don't know where to place myself, and really my only point of reference was other members of the band, but it's not surprising to me that Harry's the most commercially successful, because he really fits the mold of a modern star." Tomlinson also pointed out Styles' blossoming film career. The 28-year-old As It Was musician starred in 2 feature films just this year, Olivia Wilde's Don't Worry Darling and Michael Grandage's My Policeman. He said, "He's not just doing music, he's got film as well, and the tour he's done is unbelievable." Tomlinson then added to the UK publication, "It took me a while to work out where I stand, but as singular as Styles' accomplishments are, Tomlinson said he feels proud of his former bandmate. He said, "I look on Harry like a brother, man," adding, "I have a lot of pride for what he's doing." Despite everything they've been through together, whether it's social media feuds or the occasional airing of dirty laundry, Tomlinson claims he and his 1D bandmates are on good terms these days. He said, "I'm sure the lads will text me when the album comes out. We check in on each other. We're good like that." Louis Tomlinson has been getting a lot of nerve lately to speak his truth. Louis Tomlinson appeared on Smallzy's Surgery podcast on July 25th, aka the 12th anniversary since 1D was formed on the X Factor, and shared his thoughts on the band's earlier tracks. Louis, who's released solo projects and even went on to become a judge on the X Factor after his time in 1D, said, "12 years ago today the band got formed, but the first album was shit anyway. He then added, "There's still pressure obviously for me to deliver a good record, and me trying to find my feet coming out of a band as big as One Direction." That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.